The planned talks between the DRC and the M23 in Angola is causing a stir among residents. Some are clearly opposed to opening communication, while others think it will go a long way to finally bringing peace to the restive East. In Kinshasa, residents raised opposition.
Why are we going to dialogue? With whom and why? If I can repeat myself in this sense, the president decided years ago, I will never dialogue with thugs. I will never dialogue with thieves and killers. And today when he agrees to dialogue with these people he had described in this way, where are we going? Why has he accepted? And what will it bring to the life of the Congolese people?
These people killed our brothers, raped our sisters, and did everything they could to subdue us. Here in Kinshasa, we say no to the idea of dialogue with M23. If they want to negotiate, let them start by negotiating with the death they caused.
But in South Kivu's capital, Bukavu, some residents say they see potential for peace through sustained dialogue, while others stressed talks should have started earlier.
The government should really be flexible and ready to dialogue with those who have weapons, who have demands, and examine them to find a solution so that the population can breathe.
This dialogue should have been announced or should have taken place when the AFC and M23 were still in Bunagana. Now that they've advanced, many Congolese have been killed. People have lost their means of survival. There has been looting. Mothers and children wander around in the forests. So why wouldn't the Congolese welcome this announced dialogue? But from now on, the Congolese government will pay dearly.
The government has not officially confirmed its participation in the peace talks. However, two government sources told Reuters that the Angolan proposal was being seriously considered. One source said that even if direct contact with M23 occurs, it would not absolve Rwanda of responsibility. The DRC has repeatedly accused Kigali of backing the rebels, while Rwanda has consistently denied the claims. Joy Kiruki Juma, CGTN.
Foreign troops have been at the front lines of peacekeeping missions in African conflict zones for decades. In many cases, no gains have been made. CGTN's Nick Budimba looks at why these troops failed to stabilize countries such as the DRC, despite a huge number of boots on the ground.
Military interventions in armed conflicts in Africa are hitting a snag in an alarming trajectory and failing dismally in their mandates. According to experts, vested interests have been a stumbling block in countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, Mali, and the Central African Republic. The latest one being the DRC situation.
The problem with DRC, Nick, to be honest with you, number one, all of us know that the longest serving UN peacekeeping mission has been in the DRC since 1960 to date. Yet we continue to see this protracted conflict in the DRC over all these years. But from where I sit, I feel that this requires more of a political solution and not a military solution. Remember in 2023, under ICRAF, Kenya deployed her troops, which did not last for 1 year because there were competing political interests. And of course, we know that DRC has massive resources in terms of minerals, the best timber in the world. So I look at it even from that other perspective, where the competing interests from all these groups, not only to actually offer a solution, lasting solution, to have a peaceful country, but a competing interests for them to actually mine the minerals and the timber in the DRC Congo.
According to the UN, it spends close to $8 billion every year on peacekeeping around the world, with the bulk going to missions in Africa. Experts believe there should be more options.
The regional development or economic blocs need to sit down and offer a diplomatic solution through mediation. That would be the best way of dealing with the problems in DRC. But the moment you continue to militarize, it becomes a problem. But demilitarization is the best solution Let diplomacy kick in so that we find a lasting solution for DRC.
Several African countries have asked for the withdrawal of foreign troops from their territories, with the majority of the governments seeking other alternatives, marking a major shift in Africa's security landscape. Nick Mudimba, CGTN.